All right, it's time now for the game preview presented by Ticketmaster here with head coach Kevin Stefanski. Kevin, Week 16 hosting the 10-4 Buffalo Bills. What about this team this year have you guys maybe identified as strengths as you've dove into the film?
Well, there's a lot of strengths with how they're playing football on offense, defense, and special teams. Obviously starts with Josh Allen, who's MVP candidate this season for a good reason. I mean, he can make plays on schedule, off schedule, as a runner, as a thrower. So we have a ton of respect for them. And then just the overall makeup of their team, how they play. It's a good defense. Sean McDermott obviously is a defensive mind that does an outstanding job with players at all levels. And they have very good special teams as well. So it's going to take our best effort versus this team.
We'll start with their offense. Ranked third in total offense, led by Josh Allen, who you said earlier this week you'd be hard-pressed to find someone playing better at the position than him as he makes a case for that second straight MVP. What is your defense having to do in order to slow him down? Because I know you're going to say you can't really stop Josh Allen.
That's true. You're trying to slow him down as best you can. He's a skilled passer. He can make every throw. As everybody knows, he has the arm talent to do so. And then he can play within the scheme. I think it's really impressive to watch how he plays in the play-action game and finds completions. But then it's that off-schedule play. And we've gone against a lot of off-schedule players this season and over the years, and he's right there at the top just with his physicality when he does tuck it and run, and his ability to play off schedule and find passes down the field.
How sound does your defense have to be in coverage when the Bills have that versatile offense that they attack all three levels, that short game, the intermediate, and the deep pass?
It's really important, and to go against this offense, you have to play sound in a lot of areas. When you're rushing the passer, you have to be great in your rush lane so you don't let him out. Obviously, the way they throw the ball in the middle of the field, outside the numbers, deep, it really stresses every level of the defense, so being sound is paramount.
When they are passing that ball, in addition to guys like Khalil Shakir, Brandon Cooks, and Joshua Palmer, it seems like the Bills really lean heavily on their tight ends, Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. How do you prepare for a team that uses the tight ends the way that the Bills do?
I think they do a really nice job of using all of their personnel. The tight ends, for sure, a fullback, so they're in 22 personnel quite a bit. So you really have to be prepared to go against multiple personnel groupings. With those tight ends, like you mentioned, they really can line up in different areas. There's versatility to what they do. They're excellent at catching the ball, but they really block really well as well.
You mentioned the fullback, and their rushing attack is ranked number one in the NFL, led by James Cook, and of course Josh Allen gets that work on the ground as well. With your defense maybe struggling a little bit against the run these past 2 weeks, what does it look like to clean that up, in particular in this matchup where they're so good at the run?
I think when you're going up against a run attack like this, it's in some ways it's being sound in what you do, like we talked about earlier, and making sure that we're gap sound and in our places where we're supposed to be. But then there's a physicality to this of we have to get off blocks. This offensive line of theirs does a nice job of covering people up. They have wide receivers that block, like we mentioned, their tight ends block, so you have to get off blocks. I think that's a big emphasis for us, is shedding blocks so we can tackle the ball carrier.
Now on the flip side, your running game, you guys have been held to under 100 yards in the past 2 weeks, but the Bills are third to last in run defense. Is there maybe an added incentive to try to reestablish your strength of the run and really get that going early against the Bills?
It's very important for us to have balance in what we're doing. Obviously, Quinshawn's one of our best players on our offense, so we're trying to find ways to feature him, whether it's in the run game or the pass game, but having him have an impact on the game is huge. And like you mentioned, getting this run game going is a main focal point of what we're trying to do.
Well, the Bills' defense is considered externally maybe one of their weaker points, relatively speaking, of course. But what stands out to you again about the pass rush and the pass defense that is a strength of theirs that you have to be mindful of?
I think excellent edge players, guys that can get after the quarterback. Obviously, Bosa's been doing it for a very long time. Rousseau, Epinesa, they have guys that can really rush the passer. And then in the back end, just an impressive collection of players, guys that have played in this system, played for Coach McDermott for a long time. Some guys going back to Carolina with Shaq Thompson at linebacker for them. So they have multiple guys in this scheme where they can, as you watch the tape, they do a lot. They do various types of coverages. So when they're playing their two-high defense, it's really what type of two-high defense. Is it like a two-man? Is it a cover six where they're clouding the boundary? There's so many different variations of what they do, and I think it's a credit to their players that have a lot of experience in this system.
Earlier this week, Shedeur Sanders said that he's identified something that he wants to do is just focus on completions, not press too much. As he continues this rookie season, how are you seeing him take some of these lessons, apply them to the field, and what does that look like in terms of your offense, trying to help him navigate and not do too much, let things come to him?
I think that's a natural progression for young players to let things come to you. I think he's done a nice job of that at times in these ball games, and then obviously he's also trying to make big plays for this offense. So you don't want to take that part away from him ever. But there are plays that you want to go, hey, let's take this if it's there. Let's play on time when we can, because oftentimes it's hard to say that you're going to do that all game. That's not realistic in this day and age. But it's our job to get as many layups as you can for your quarterback.
All right, we're going to go back to defense one more time. I feel like week after week we have to ask this because he gets closer and closer. Myles Garrett, 1 sack away from tying the NFL single-season sack record, 1.5 away from breaking. I know you guys are focused on the team and getting the win, but is there anticipation to see him make history, and what would that mean to you and the team?
Well, like we've talked all along, there's two things can be true. Number one, of course, that's exciting for Myles and something that we take great pride in. Any individual accolade that comes in the framework of a team game. Having said that, I know on a day-to-day basis when we're out there and we're working, that's really not the focal point for Myles. It's not the focal point for his teammates, and he's had the right attitude all along. He's just trying to be productive in any way he can to help this football team.
Well, I know he'll hope to get it. You guys will hope to get it, and of course that win. So good luck on Sunday. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thanks, Cam.